Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to McNulty's Book Corral. It's another morning video here, although I understand you may watch it in the afternoon or at night, but I'm filming it very early in the morning here up at the cabin and just prior to, getting out in that boat and so forth and so on. Today, I am singing the praises of a writer named Charlie Steele. Charlie Steele is a writer of westerns and adventure tales, and I have two books I want you to find, and I'm recommending that you find them and read them and enjoy them. The first is a collection of short stories called The Soul Gatherers, 13 Western Tales, and here is the paperback. It's published by Condor Publishing out of Michigan, I believe, and Charlie Steele is a wonderful, wonderful writer. These 13 Western tales are just as fine as anything that you'll find on the market as far as I'm concerned. Really great stories. These are obviously short stories. It has some illustrations in here, so it's a nice package to read. And, I'm not going to really go into the details too much on this one. You can, on the back of it, it has Condor Publishing. Also has an address if you'd like to write to Charlie Steele. There's a nice picture of him on the back wearing his Western gear. Isn't that something that I like? You bet it is. Anyways, the bottom line is Charlie Steele is really a good author. He's an independent Western writer. I think he's fantastic. He's been in some anthologies as well, some mainstream anthologies. So he's well respected, and he should be. And then, so those were the short stories, right? Then I read his novel, Billy Thorne's Gold. Well, I love this book. This is such a wonderful book. This is it's not really long novel, but it really kept me turning the pages. Great story. I love stories that involve gold prospecting and sort of a coming of age story too for Billy Thorne and so forth. And Billy Thorne is a survivor who is taken in by a prospector named Dusty, and the story then is propelled forward to when he becomes a young man. And it's a traditional type story. It has a good moral backbone to it, moral themes, and very, very well written story. I just loved it. I thought it was good. I love that chapter headings are these horses. I don't know if you can see that on camera. So the thing here is that this reminded me of the types of books that Scholastic used to publish. I don't know what Scholastic is doing now. I know that they still publish books for younger readers. So this is a book that could be enjoyed by younger readers, is my point, as well as adults such as myself. I loved it. I just loved it. So this is a permanent fixture here in the cabin, So this can be passed along to my granddaughters and so forth, and other people, that stop by the cabin. I have a bookcase over there and another one over there. And the books get passed around. So sometimes I get them back and sometimes I don't. But this one I would certainly, I'll be keeping both of Charlie's books, and I'll be reading more. Charlie Steele, all right? So another picture of him on the back. And so I'm recommending The Soul Gatherers and Billy Thorne's Gold right here. Let's set that up. Right here at the cabin, up here in the North Country, in northern Wisconsin. I'm way up there. It's interesting the territory I'm in when I'm reading these westerns, because if you watch my videos, you'll recall, I think it was last fall, perhaps, when I went and I visited the final resting place of H.A. DeRosso. And, that's just up the road, 45 minutes from here. In Hurley. So anyways, I'm literally on the reservation here. So a lot of frontier history here in the North Country, and a lot of American history that is, revisited by wonderful writers like Charlie Steele, that you can look into if you love historical fiction, as I do. Not just westerns, but just fiction in general that relates to the early years of the country. Charlie Steele is right there, man. He is right on top of it. Really wonderful writer, and that is my big-time recommendation today. So, find, got I got a little hoarse throat. I better get out there and get some coffee in my system when I get that fishing pole in my hand. And you know what Irish coffee is like early in the morning in a boat? Contemplate that. So anyway, I'm going to have fun in just a little while. Charlie Steele. Kudos to Charlie Steele. All right, couple of great books. Stay well, stay happy. Feed your mind. Read a book.